Do you remember when you were a kid and dug deep holes in the wet sand at the beach? You kept digging and digging, wondering where you'd end up if you never stopped. Well, wonder no more. This video has got you covered. Let's explore how far down you may go and what you can find there. And by the way, who knows, maybe someone's already used some fancy schmancy tech to dig all the way down to the planet's core, and we're just clueless about it. Let's dig in. At a depth of 2.3 feet, you'll find a whole lot of tunnels made by moles and rabbits. And get this, those moles are insane at digging. They can make a tunnel longer than 65 feet in just one day. If you dig a bit more, around 6 feet, you'll hit the standard burial depth, in Western culture, that is. Interestingly, the phrase 6 feet under didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was actually a rule implemented by the Mayor of London during the plague outbreak in 1665 to prevent the spread of infection. If you want to see something really gross, look out for deep burrowing earthworms at a depth of 10 feet. Some species, like Drawita grandis, can grow up to a whopping 3.5 feet long. Yuck! Did you know that a metal detector can only reach a maximum range of 20 feet? If you're trying to find something buried deeper than that, you're out of luck. Unless you've got a high-end detector that might be able to pick up a car at that depth. But if you're looking for something small or using a lower-end detector, forget about it. There was a guy named William Little, aka the Mole Man, who lived in London and dug himself a burrow 26 feet deep under his own house. He started way back in the 60s, and it took him over 40 years to dig the whole thing. And get this, the network of tunnels he made stretches over 65 feet away from the house. That's some serious digging. But if you want to see some real animal digging skills, go down almost 40 feet and you'll find the deepest burrow ever made by an animal. You would never guess who dug it. Ready? Nile crocodiles, that's who. If you ever find yourself 60 feet underground, take a look at Beijing's underground city. It's an emergency shelter that's basically a huge network of tunnels and rooms underneath China's capital city. How cool is that? Go down further to about 110 feet below ground in London. You'll find an underground farm where people grow veggies and herbs. Now, let's dive deeper. Literally, the Y40 diving pool in Italy is the deepest swimming pool in the world, and it goes 131 feet down. It's so deep that a free fall into its pit without water takes around 3 seconds. This is actually quite a lot, even if it doesn't sound like that. At about 280 feet underground in Cappadocia, Turkey, you'll find the Derinkuyu Underground City, a vast ancient underground complex that presumably dates back to the 7th century. The channel tunnel that connects the UK with France is 377 feet deep. The roots of a wild fig tree growing at the Echo Caves in South Africa go down to 400 feet. And these are the deepest roots we know about. How about spending the night in the deepest hotel room in the world? It's located 508 feet underground at Sala Silvermine in Sweden. If you're an adventurous runner, you might be interested to know that the deepest half marathon was held in 2004 in the Bochnia salt mine in Poland, at a depth of 695 feet. Are you a fan of engineering feats? The Seikon tunnel in Japan is the deepest railway tunnel in the world, at a depth of 787 feet. And if you want to drive deep under the sea, you can do so in the Eiksund tunnel in Norway, which reaches a depth of 942 feet. The deepest hand-dug water well in the world is at a depth of 1,286 feet. It's called Woodingdean water well, and it's located near Brighton in the UK. The well was dug in 1862, and most probably it's also the deepest hole dug without any technological aid. Kudos to everyone involved. If you're an adventurer, you might be interested in the deepest natural shaft in the world, which goes down to a depth of 2,110 feet. It's located in the Kreubera Cave in Slovenia. And a free fall down this shaft would last for a heart-stopping 11 seconds. In 2010, 33 Chilean miners were trapped at an even deeper depth of 2,297 feet in the San Jose copper and gold mine. They were stuck there for 69 days until they were finally rescued. Moving on, the deepest bat colony in the world resides at a depth of 3,800 feet in a zinc mine in New York. About 1,000 brown bats spend every winter there. Now, the deepest concert in history. The Finnish band Agonizer performed at a depth of 4,166 feet in a mine in Finland in 2007. Imagine rocking out in a venue that deep underground. The deepest coal mine is the Jindřich mine in the Czech Republic. It was shut down in 1991, but it used to go all the way down to 4,920 feet. Now let's talk about the Grand Canyon. You might not think too much about it, but it's actually super deep. The deepest part of the canyon is about 5,920 feet down, and on average it's about 5,282 feet deep. If you're feeling adventurous, you might want to check out the Kreubera Cave in Georgia. It goes down a whopping 7,185 feet, making it the deepest cave in the world. The deepest radio broadcast ever happened in Creighton Mine, Ontario, Canada, which is 7,677 feet below the Earth's surface, and it was held by CBC in 2005. And if you want to get even deeper, there's the Jinping Underground Laboratory in China, which is 8,202 feet underground and the deepest lab in the world. The Moabite gold mine in South Africa has the deepest single-shaft elevator in the world. It's located at a depth of 10,203 feet, and if you decide to take it, it'll take you 4.5 minutes to reach the bottom. Free fall into its shaft would take as much as 25 seconds. Deep in the Tautona mine in South Africa, at a depth of 11,811 feet, the deepest known multicellular organism has been found. Guess what it is? Obviously, a worm. Oh. Let's remain in the Tautona mine for another moment. Here you can reach the deepest human destination in the world. The temperature down there is a scorching 151 degree F, and the journey takes more than an hour. The oceanic crust has an average depth of almost 20,000 feet, which is also the depth at which the deepest known microbes were found in rocks below China's Songliao Basin. At a depth of about 36,000 feet, we find the Mariana Trench, the deepest point of the ocean. But people have gone even deeper than that. The Kola Super Deep Borehole was until recently the champion of the depths. It's the second deepest artificial hole on this planet, with a depth of 40,355 feet. The scientists once attempted to drill through Earth's crust in a massive project. However, they only managed to drill a third of the way before the drill couldn't operate anymore, due to the temperature reaching 356 degree F. This hole is not easily recognizable as its diameter is just 9 inches, and it looks unremarkable. Nevertheless, it is well covered to ensure people don't accidentally fall into it. If you were to drop a coin into the hole, it would take 50 seconds to hit the bottom. If you are wondering which artificial hole on Earth is the deepest, it's the Z44 Chavo oil and gas well. The depth of this hole is a staggering 40,604 feet, equivalent to the height of 15 Burj Khalifas stacked on top of each other. What's the deepest underground you would dare to go? Share your craziest ideas in the comments below.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.